All right. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you registered for the Marketing to Seniors and Caregivers webinar. It's an exciting time to start promoting your business. And today I'm going to have some helpful insight that will help you stay connected with your prospects, your existing clients, and even reduce your workload. So it's a great fall day here today in Michigan, and I am super excited to share some insight with you. So if you happen to catch me while we are live, come say hello. Drop a I'm live in the comments below. Or if you come back and you watch the replay, go ahead and just drop hashtag replay because I'll come back and check out all your comments after we do this live stream. And just to let you know, this live stream is going to be available until next Tuesday. And after that, it'll go into our evergreen funnel. But if you don't have time to watch all of the content today, feel free to come back. You can check it out a little bit later, or watch it at your will. So it's going to be a wonderful afternoon because we're talking about everything related to seniors, caregivers, and your business. And this is a topic that I happen to be very passionate about. But I want to start by saying a great big kudos to you for taking the time out of your day to come watch this video and to be a part of a very exciting opportunity. All right, so digging in a little bit, I'd love to know how many of you would really like to find a way that you can connect with seniors, your existing clients, and maybe even generate some really great quality leads to be able to get your marketing going, maybe somewhat on autopilot. But today we're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail. Let me pull my camera up here really quick. Bear with me one second. And let's see what's going on here. Where'd my camera go? All right. Pulling this up. Bear with me, you guys. Thanks for your patience. Wrong one. Here we go. All right. Good to see you again. I shut that camera off for half a minute and did something weird. But anyhow, I've been really excited about putting together all the content that we're going to talk today. And I really do hope that it can help you focus on communicating better with your existing clients and leveling up to really create quality leads for your business. And one thing that I know for sure when it comes to this particular demographic, it's a little bit different, you guys, because you are not dealing with just, the standard rollout of a product or a service. You've got a lot of really unique circumstances that you have to cope with, including some of your clients that may feel isolated and they are on a journey that's new and often uncertain. So it can be a scary path for some people. But with the things that we will talk about today, we're going to show you how you can create a genuine connection, build familiarity with that audience, and also how to do all of these wonderful things in marketing, but not overwhelm your staff with more work. Because let's face it, a lot of people that are working in this industry, they're already maxed out on time that they can spend to do other tasks like marketing. So today we're going to show you some really cool things that you can do that it's going to make it so much easier. So this is one of the really unique marketing challenges that you guys have. If you're trying to connect with seniors or caregivers, you're not just dealing with like one age bracket where everybody's online. you're dealing, number one, maybe with the seniors who are aging out. And what is it? Is it 62 that you're a senior? And now life expectancy, you're seeing people that are living well into their hundreds. And then when it comes to connecting, maybe with their adult children who could be their potential family caregiver, those are, it's a different demographic, 40 years old and up. And I'm sure in many circumstances, some that are much younger. But you're talking about this age gap that's from 40 years to 100 years. That's significant. So, how do you get to the point that you can talk to all these people and not have your seniors feel like they're left out in the dust or stuck in an environment where they're not creating connection? I want to show you how you can actually connect with them and have a positive impact. And simultaneous to that, this is big, we need to do it positive both ways, to do it where it doesn't overwhelm your staff, where they don't feel like I can't take any more, right? So sometimes we have these great visions, but these tasks can become almost too much for your staff to work through. So I want to encourage you to be open-minded, to maybe consider changing some things around so that you can connect with people in a unique way on their terms and do it where it's positive and it's uplifting. And I know if you have the right tools and the right support, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can actually be one of these things that can feel seamless. But you got to have the right tools and you got to have the right support. So real quick, I just want to say hello to a couple people. Shayna, the wonderful Shayna Melissa Stockman is here, who is one of my amazing clients. And she has been on this journey towards creating connection with her community where it's beyond just sending them something in the mail or a random ad that you see either on TV or print. She's building communities. And today we'll talk a little bit more about that too. But before we dig in, I just want to give you a little bit of my background story. For starters, these are my guys right over here. These are my guys. They're not so little anymore, but it's my son Guido, my son Antonio, and they are now both in college and getting into the full swing of life again. But I will tell you, there was a time that life got really crazy for us, and it was not much longer after this photo that my husband had his first TIA and then a multiple series of strokes, which led us down a path I knew nothing about, which was caring for somebody's health needs above and beyond, like, I've got the flu. And I always was familiar with marketing and events, but this was something new. And it kind of ties into my own personal story of where I'm at. But I ended up moving from corporate America to becoming a stay-at-home mom and wife. And then when things got really crazy with my husband's health, I had to go back to work. I had to find ways to generate a new income to provide for my family. So I started a company in Michigan called Brady Events and Marketing. And that was over 17 years ago that I started that. And through the beginning, it has been a journey of learning and evolving and growing. So some of the things that I've done as an entrepreneur include producing bridal shows, golf shows, health shows, even producing or designing weddings, nonprofit events, corporate events. I had the pleasure of doing Chevy's 100th anniversary. And my company started taking off like wildfire. I was working a lot of hours. I started doing a regular segment every Sunday morning on ABC 12, we expanded, started bringing in entertainment, again, growing, evolving, changing, right? And through all of this journey, things kept changing and getting a little bit crazier. My husband's health was declining. We had a situation that turned for the worst, and we actually had a total of 9 people in our family that died within 2 years. I was a caregiver for 3 of them at that time, and I had to change the way that I was working. I couldn't do this scenario of working weekends all the time or late nights. There were people that needed me there, but I still had to provide an income. And I ended up launching Kudos magazine. And in fact, we launched it in 2013 with a readership of about 50,000 people in mid Michigan. It expanded online in so many ways. And then guess what? We had to evolve and change again because what did we have? We had lockdowns. And we ended up getting into podcasting, live streaming, doing a lot of segments that were focused on healthy, happy living. But the thing that I've learned is with our businesses, we've got to be willing to evolve. We've got to be willing to change as technology advances or as our clients or target markets needs change. We have to be willing to adapt. And that's the one thing I think that's key for success is being willing to grow and try new things to have real impact. And it really has been a series of multiple baby steps. But through all of this, I'm going to tell you, I feel so blessed because we were able to help so many organizations in our community raise funds, bring attention or awareness or support in an extraordinary way, including, work that we had done for Hurley Medical Center. And in fact, for the longest time, Kudos was under lock and key with strict guidelines of no competition was allowed in there. So just recently, we were given the opportunity to evolve Kudos in this new way and to welcome people like yourself to be a part of this community and to create incredible things. And, this is the thing that I get excited about is when we can find ways to empower people and to create something that is wonderful in our marketing campaigns. Doesn't always have to just be a boring ad. In fact, that can be redundant. It may not be able to help you get where you're trying to go. So, with this new endeavor that we're going to be talking about a little bit more, the beautiful thing is it does empower caregivers. It gives you a chance to be able to connect with quality leads. We're going to talk about that in a minute because there's a big difference from emergency fill-in for a client versus quality leads. We're going to talk about that. And ultimately, to be able to create healthier communities. When we embark on journeys of marketing that really connects with the reader, the audience, we can help them feel informed, uplifted, and do so many really positive things. And let's face it, you've got to do things to reduce workload on your staff. I would say out of all the different industries, this particular niche has been hit super hard. And if you've been working in that industry, I know that you know what I mean. Trying to wear multiple hats, trying to figure it all out. Well, today we're going to show you ways that you can cut a lot of the stress, worry, or not even knowing where to start right out. But before we get into all that, I just want to encourage you, if you stay till the very end of this webinar, I have some really special things. Number one, I'm going to provide an offer to you to promote your business in an incredible way. And I'm going to give you an offer that I have never done before. For those of you that are familiar with Kudos, and maybe you've seen our advertising guides and media kits before, you know what our prices have been for 13 years. I'm going to show you something incredible. And even if you say, I'm not ready to jump in yet, stay anyways because I have two really special gifts just for you. And I know you're going to love it if you're looking to promote or grow your business. So let's dig into this part real quick. A minute ago I was telling you about this age gap that we have to deal with when it comes to marketing to seniors and caregivers. Ultimately, you're talking about a group between age 40 to over 100. That's a lot. That's huge. It's like three different worlds, right? And it can become overwhelming because you have your digital space, whether it's social media, your website, if you're doing podcasts, if you're doing videos, but also even things like TV, radio. And I know a lot of people really hit that TV sector. I see it a lot, especially for medical, like medicine, or even funeral homes and life insurance. We see a lot of that. And that can become really overwhelming if you are a caregiver or a senior, constantly hearing that loop around and talk about death. And we're going to address that one too in a minute because not everything that these people are doing, seniors and their caregivers, is focused on dying. A lot of it's focused on living. They're in a new phase of their life. And I think that this is where some people maybe get it off a little bit. But some other places for connecting, of course, referrals. And you know that, let's say that you're a nursing home or assisted living. If you get a referral, sometimes it's like last minute emergency, like we got to get somebody, we got to get a bed open. And those can be different dynamics. I want to show you how you can get those people to you before it's crisis time, right? Because it's especially great if you can get private paying clients. If you know the difference between that and other things, it makes your business run a little bit more profitable. But some of the other things too, like trade shows, but there's often a disconnect of not continuing that story after maybe you meet with somebody at a senior boot camp or elderly awareness. Maybe that communication just stops. And we're going to show you how to change that. And then also, big time, getting into print, newsletters, advertising that people can physically, tangibly see. And those are all viable. But today we're going to show you an incredible way that you can start to connect with these 40-year-old adult children or these 62 plus 100-year-old clients. And I'm going to tell you, from my personal experience, I had the pleasure of being able to provide some care for my Nana, especially a lot of things. But she was 92 years old. 92 years old when she stopped working. She owned her own business. She was vibrant. She was vivacious. She didn't take any medication until she got in a car accident, and it wasn't even her fault. Somebody ran a red light and hit my grandparents. And after that, her back was injured. She was just a tiny little thing. And that one car accident just shifted everything for her. She had to stop working, but she was still vivacious. In fact, they still lived on their own. They had their own house. And that happened all the way until she was just a couple weeks shy of 99. And then after 99, she had an accident at home and she had to go into a nursing home. And as a result of that, she was there for a year and she passed away 2 weeks shy of 100 years old. Now, the reason why I'm saying this to you is because at 92, my grandmother wasn't like some of the people that you see in your mind as far as what's a 92-year-old look like or act like. She was vivacious. she was still making decisions. She was still doing things. And in fact, they traveled at least 4 cruises a year until they were 87 years old. And then it just became too much with them for the luggage. So I think that actually it was 89. It was just before they turned 90. This is real life. And guess what? People are becoming vibrant. They're living longer. But what are we doing to make them feel included? Are we just jumping into whatever we want to do? Or are we actually communicating with these people like they're still living life? They're still full of decisions and opportunities. And along that journey, things do eventually decline. But even during that decline, there's still that need and desire that people inherently have of wanting to build connection, of wanting to have something that's familiar, especially when you're on a new path that's very scary. Let's say that you have a husband who was great and then suddenly, like in my case, starts having a series of, TIA mini strokes that progressively becomes worse. It becomes frightening. And these things happen because this is life. This is how it can go down. And we can do things to change it, empower families while we're building our business. So let me say hello to a couple people. We have Facebook user said, I love collaborating with Elizabeth. She can take your business to a whole nother level. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And then we have Vera is in the house. Quality leads. That's right, girl. I would rather have a handful of really strong quality leads than 100 not so good leads. Who's with me on that? I'm definitely right there. Yes. So, and then we have another Facebook user. So true. Thanks for helping better connect seniors with those resources that they need. And, they are so grateful when you actually take the time to hear them. And yes, Vera, nurture those leads, and print. Print can be key, especially with seniors. And Shayna Melissa Stockman said, we need to realize that many seniors are not on Facebook and that they read magazines like Kudos. It's very true. And what you will, cool username. Yes, what you will. I have been a caregiver. It is hard work. It's very hard work, challenging. And it can also be some of the most rewarding work. And it often can be when you experience life with people that are truly authentic. There's a different kind of thing that's happening in your life when you're no longer trying to impress everybody and you're just living. And that's one of the cool things about talking with some of these folks. And then Vera said, aloha, aloha to you, my dear. So going back, let me go back over here 1 second, because there's some other key things I want to share with you. We're talking about the traditional forms of advertising, but this is the thing. A lot of times this is real life. And if you are working with seniors and caregivers, you probably know this. We often are introduced when shock factor happens, where suddenly your services are needed. And these families, whether it's a senior, their family, are overwhelmed. They're scared. It's literally like somebody just zapped you and scrambled your whole life, and now figure it out. So what I want to show you is how can you get to this point of connecting with these people before they need you. Like, let them know who you are, become familiar with who you are. So when they get to that stage that they actually need your service, whether you are an elderly care attorney, you are a head of a senior living community, you are a health and wellness medical professional, or even real estate agents. Hello. Do you know how many of those families are downsizing their homes and moving to senior communities, or maybe going from a 2-level home to a ranch? Or what about people that need to change their cars because of the changes? Maybe in the past they had a simple, 2-door car. Now they need a van with handicap access. It's all about how we look at the needs of this market and finding ways to better serve them and to be there. And this is the thing. Like today, I want to show you how you can literally own your industry, become an authority in your space. So you have a chance to share your business, but not just like, here's an ad, here's my place. I want to share with you, how do you actually create connection, create familiarity, so that before they need you, they feel comfortable. They feel like they already know you. So when they do come in and they're ready finally for your service, they're ready to sign. They're ready to say, let's go. So today, shortly, I'm going to show you ways that you can do all of this easily without more workload or having to run expensive ad campaigns. Does that sound good to you? All right. So this is one of the basics, some of the basic things that we've got to cover when it comes to connecting with seniors and marketers. Okay. I mean, seniors and caregivers. We're the marketers, but the seniors and caregivers. One of the things I see so often is font size and font style. I know it can be so pretty. There's so many pretty fonts. It's so cute, but you can't read it, especially as you get older. And if you have glaucoma or bad eyesight or limited eyesight, you can't see it. So if you're using these fonts that are scrolly and thin or small, it's hard for them to see it. And I cannot believe how often I see this happening still today. In fact, my mom recently passed away in March, and we did hospice at home at my house here with her. And the hospice center sends out a newsletter, but it's so scrolly. I have to go stand under a light with my glasses on because it's like, I like that you sent this, but I can't even see it. It's ridiculous. So that's something to be aware of, even if you're doing social media posts and you've got some beautiful artwork. Make sure that the font is easy to read for them, not for your 10-year-old bright-eyed, bushy-tailed little one. You want to make sure that people in that demographic can read and really understand what you're saying. And another thing is creating easy access, with the technology that we have. One thing is, it can get to a point with technology that we just get so fancy with, our Facebook pages and groups and, all these different podcasts and Instagram and all these great things. But some of those seniors aren't going to be able to reach that. They're not going to be able to easily access it. And in fact, I even see a lot of people, if they have a website, let's say that it was like Kudos, kudosjourney.com. And I wanted to send them to a resource. Just have this long extension at the end of it, Z equal, Q5123 for this big long link. Nobody can see that. Nobody can enter it. They've got to be able to click on the link. However, if you had something simple like kudosjourney.com/seniors, it's easy for them to access. Or even doing things. How many are familiar with a barcode, a QR code, which is like a barcode? How many are you familiar with that? So it's basically, you can see over here right under the second section, easy access to technology. It looks like a little squiggly lines that people can scan with their phone and then easily access a PDF, a video, a podcast, so many different things. But you've got to keep it simple. Like, stop getting too much into the fancy stuff and then ditching people behind and they don't know how to access it because you thought, oh, it was just on a link. Well, yeah, on a link, but do other things to simplify it, like the simple website address or QR codes. And the other thing is the power of print and video is phenomenal. A lot of seniors, they get older, they might not be snappy with all the technology, so they might need print so that they can easily access that information. Here's some other examples of some previous Kudos magazines that we have published. Whoops, not that one. But we have been in print since 2013. So I am very familiar with publishing and editing, and I'm going to show you all these different ways that you can actually, infuse a multi-level marketing approach. But the other thing is my little camera's covering it up. Video. You guys, the power of video is incredible, and it can be easy for seniors and their family members to access. And you can do a lot of powerful storytelling and being able to commute complex ideas or things easily through video. And I know before my mom passed away, she had her smartphone. She was 83 years old. She had her smartphone. She had access to a Facebook page, but some of the other stuff would get a little bit overwhelming. But being able to easily access that video, even if I pulled it up and said, "Hey, Mom, check this out," she could understand it. She could see it. But at the end, my family has a lot of eye problems. So, I get quite familiar with, what do you do? What do you do as you get older? You got to be able to still be a part of this world. And I know video can be really powerful. So kind of going from there, something I want to share with you is, there's a few things when it comes to your business that I see so many that are missing the ball. And that includes utilizing lead magnets. Now, how many of you are familiar with what a lead magnet is? If you know what a lead magnet is, let me know. Say, I know what it is. Okay, if you don't, I'm going to give you a quick overview, because a lot of the websites that I've been looking at that aren't like directly in digital marketing regularly, they're not utilizing this, and it's sad. But a lead magnet, it's used for you to be able to capture the leads that are coming to your website, who are coming to your social media. It's basically where you give them something for free, and in exchange, they give you their email, right? So they win, you win, and then you start to build this communication back and forth where they become familiar with you. And one of the other things is, too, that I'm not seeing, but I really believe we are going to see more of this, are private online communities. A lot of people have been doing the Facebook groups and these niches online, but some people don't have Facebook, or they don't want to go on Facebook. But through technology, you're able to create these micro niche communities so that you can really develop a rapport with either your prospects or even your existing clients. So imagine what this could look like if you set your situation up where you have a private members community, and maybe it includes things like tours of your facility or your business, or demos, or even explanation videos. What if you got to the point that you could automate onboarding new clients, new patients, new people coming to your business, where they can become educated about your business, your service, before they even meet you? So let's say that you were an estate attorney. There's a lot of things that they need to gather before they come see you. And it can become overwhelming on a 2-minute phone call to give them an outline of these are all the things that you need. And in fact, studies have shown that when people are on a path of, trauma or something bad has happened or there's this new transition, they don't always hear what they don't always register what they are hearing, and they need to be able to be reminded. So watching something on video, to be able to go back and replay, listen when it's convenient, or even say, wait a minute, what did they say on this one spot? They can watch the video again. This is how you can build trust so that before people even come into your office, they're ready to sign up. They're ready to say, let's go. Let me be a part of what you're doing. I trust you. I'm familiar with you, before you've even met them in person. So imagine the amount of time that you could save for your staff if you have this set up in advance and they're not having to walk each person through it. You do it one time, and then you maybe have 1,000 people that access that community for the same information. Imagine the time saver that could be. It's incredible, because not only are you saving your staff time, you're making that community feel informed. You're making them feel connected. You're making them feel secure during a very vulnerable time. And this is the thing. We can get into all these different things that we want to do, that we want to share, but I want to share this with you. This is so important. And if more businesses follow these couple of suggestions I'm going to give you, it could be powerful. So number one, the things that they don't want, seniors and caregivers, they don't want to be overloaded with death talk all the time or fear marketing. In fact, I remember many times watching my mom maybe get a little bit frustrated of, oh, it's that kind of commercial again. And it was sad, because at that time she still had a lot of life in her, and it could have been stories that were inspiring and uplifting. But I think we can change it, but we've just got to learn to look at this market a little bit different. And one of the other things, and I say this for all my clients across the board, is stop doing the promotion that's constantly buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, me, me, me. Doesn't convert so well. But if you start building that connection, and then occasionally putting out there an offer or showcasing your special. Another thing that they do not like is silence, of feeling left out, of not being included, that their value isn't even there for you to try to communicate with them, or even things like being closed off. I've had the chance to do multiple sales calls this past week, and I was astonished how many just went to voicemail. There was nobody there to pick up the phone. So imagine being an adult child who now has a parent who needs, immediate support, and nobody's picking up the phone, and you need to hire transportation to take them to appointments. It's scary. And it makes you maybe feel like you're not valued. But there's things we can do to change that. The other thing, and this is huge, it's so huge, is being able to actually get to the messages you're sending them. Can they access it? Can they read it? Can they hear it? Or was it put just like small script, you can't see it, you can't hear it, it's too difficult? They get frustrated, just like you would too. But here are the things that they do want. And this is where we can make an incredible change in the communities that we live in. Is number one, they want uplifting content. They want to feel filled with hope and life. They want to feel like they're still a part of the living. They do. It makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense to me, but maybe it's because, I've been doing this. I'm not anymore a caregiver, but I did the caregiver journey for 10 years. I learned a lot. They also want things like recipes. They want checklists. They want inspiration. They want insight. They want to be a part of the living, and they need easy access, whether it's in print or digital. It's got to be simple and easy for them to get. And they also, goes back to what I said a minute ago, like 3 times, they want connection and they want familiarity. They want more than just an ad that gets shoved to them on a Sunday afternoon in the local community newspaper. They want connection. And if this sounds like this might be a lot of work, I've got some great news. It doesn't have to be. It can actually be something that is seamless to your organization. So I want to share with you how to create a powerful, personalized, positive marketing campaign. If that sounds something that you might be interested in, drop, yeah, I want to know down below. Let me know that you're interested. Vera wrote, and the adult child is trying to do all of this on their lunch break or in between work meetings. Amen, Vera. It's the truth. Literally, I have done so many different things in my car between trying to juggle kids' schedules, make connections, follow through and stuff. It was the most overwhelming time in my life. And in fact, I think in some ways, I kid you not, I actually have PTSD from what I walked through. It was the hardest challenge in my life. And the interesting part is all of the people that I provided care for, each one was unique. Some it was just like a couple doctor's appointments, following up, providing a little bit of support. Others were, you're going to dedicate 2 years of your life to an estate plan, and you're going to follow through, and you're going to take care of medical needs and doctor's appointments and medicine and everything. It was horrible. And then my mom, in her case, she actually hit the fact that she had cancer for over a year. I kind of knew it, that there was something going on because I could see shifts and you become familiar, but it was overwhelming. And I know together we can create something that creates a positive change that's powerful, personalized, and just overall creates a good change for our communities. So I'm going to show you something today that is going to allow you to connect with your existing clients and also how you can create quality leads. And this includes our launch of Kudos Seniors and Caregivers. It's our beta launch. So it's the same familiar Kudos magazine that so many have grown to love, but in a whole new way. And I can't wait to tell you about this. If you want to learn a little bit more, I want to encourage you to go to kudosjourney.com/seniors, and you can check that out real quick. Let me pull this up really quick, and I want to show you this incredible package that I have pulled together just for you guys today. And it is above and beyond anything that we have traditionally done. Let me show this real quick. Okay, here we go. Oops. Wait a minute. I thought I had it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. So one of the things that we have is the Kudos magazine in a new format that is really designed to meet what are the demands for today. So being able to create a reliable source that's focused on healthy, happy living, and being able to finally say goodbye to boring email newsletters so that you can really build your brand and create something that people are ecstatic when they get it. And this includes the senior or even the caregiver, because each issue is focused on uplifting content that can help people along this journey. And this is the amazing part. We've created something that's going to allow you to reclaim your time so that you can do what you do best and still create something that really resonates with your clients. And right now, during this beta launch, we're running a promotion that is providing a savings that is over $2,000. Plus, give me a little bit because I've got some awesome fast action bonuses to share with you. But November, we are going to be launching our very first digital Kudos journey, and I can't wait. So we've got a very short amount of time that you can get involved with this incredible content so that you can connect with seniors and caregivers, and ultimately allows you to stay in touch with your clients, expand your reach, and reduce your workload for your staff. And all of this at an incredible price point. So typically, our standard price would be about $2,000, depending on how many pages you bought. That's why I said about 2,000, but $2,000. And today we have this amazing offer available just to you for $199 a month, which, let me share this with you a little bit. This whole thing is going to include everything that you need to launch an entire marketing campaign while reducing your workload. I'm going to show you how you can use a high quality publication and make it available to your community. You're going to be saving at least 40 hours a month producing, writing, editing, or designing this magazine. And like I said to you earlier, we have been doing this since 2013. Publishing is not something new to me. This isn't a recreational hobby. I have been paid by multiple clients large sums of money to produce their own magazines. And this is something that may be important to you, but all of our staff is based here right in the United States. So we are not outsourcing to other nations that might not be familiar with, some of the standards that we have for senior and caregiving. It's right here. It's people that have been working on publications with me for over 10 years. And you're going to have them right in your pocket as your own marketing people, doing work for you, making you look like a rock star pro. And it's with no extra work. It's minimal. So the beautiful thing about this particular project is it's going to create a personalized magazine. So you're not going to have any competition in your magazine. It's going to be you, right? There's not going to be another business in there you're competing with. You're also going to have on the front cover of the magazine a area where you'll have a business card presented where it would say a gift from. And then that way, while you're sending this to all of your audience or your prospects or current clients, they're going to see, the special gift of a third-party magazine that you're sending them. It's kind of cool. They're not just being forgot or shoved junk mail. This is something that they're going to value. And I want to take it a step further because I really want you to be able to use this tool and to be able to really connect with your community. So one of the cool things we're going to do is on the inside front cover. So imagine you flip over a magazine, that first page on the left, when you flip over the cover, we're going to have a section where you can do a personalized letter to your community. And do it in a way where maybe you're either talking about some of the topics we're highlighting in that magazine or promotions or new things happening with your business or your community, and creating something that's personalized just for them. The other thing is, because we've got to do some promotion for your business, advertising's powerful, without a doubt. But we're going to give you the back cover so that you can still run a full page ad in the digital magazine. So imagine this. You have all the things that you need to send out this wonderful communication, including, you've got to have connection that they want. So sending it to your existing email list, or using it to connect with quality leads, or even doing links on our platform that we will help drive traffic back to your business. And later, if you decide, hey, you know what? I need to get print magazine also, we can do that for you too. We are setting it up if somebody wants to individually print just like one copy for their individual use, they can do that. But if you're getting into bulk printing, that's when you would come to us as your publisher, and we would provide those for you in addition to cost, and get them either mailed directly to you or even handle all the mailing to your specific list. So you literally are going to get everything you need in this package to get out there and start the positive communication, including a personalized digital Kudos magazine. You're going to get email templates that you can use to even send out your digital copy to your existing list. And we're going to give you social media templates that you can use to promote each launch of the magazine so you can attract new quality leads. So they get to the point where they're seeing this all the time and they say, wait a minute, I want my copy. And they sign up, and now you have an open door to be able to connect with these people regularly, not just when they're in crisis mode trying to figure out, how do I solve this problem I'm on? We're working way before that, my friend. We're building relationships that are going to stand the test of time. So with all of that, normally, these are my real prices. With Kudos, we would do a full page ad was $1,500. If you wanted a full custom magazine, our starting price was $25,000. And just to be like super clear, these aren't fictional prices. These are prices that I have charged successfully for over 10 years. And in fact, this magazine at one point was tied up with an exclusivity with a hospital where I couldn't even offer it to organizations like physical therapy, or it was very limited. Now this is your chance where you can jump in and create something amazing at a very affordable rate. So when I say to you, like, these pricing, this is legit. This is legit, but guess what? That's not what you're going to pay. It's not, because we're building something beautiful. And in fact, right now, with this new roadmap for the Kudos journey, if you sign up for our beta program, you can lock in for a lifetime rate of just $199 a month. I know. Isn't that incredible? $199 a month. So I'm excited about that because it is so affordable. It's almost insane to not sign up. In fact, to give you a little bit more motivation, if you sign up and you pay in full, you're going to get 2 months free. So that price goes from 2,400 to just $1,990. And today we're going to have some extra bonus specials that I'm going to share with you. And here's just some of our clients of what they've said. I've been in business for over 17 years. So we've had a chance to work with amazing companies. And the reason why we're still going is because the quality, the service, the focus that we have on our clients. And I would love for you to come be a part of that. So this new Kudos membership, if that's what you want to call it, it includes so many goodies that are going to help you, including the customized Kudos magazine. On top of that, you're going to get a free monthly group live Q&A marketing support session. Every single month, you're going to get this. So if you're stuck on any questions with your marketing or events, I'm going to be able to help you because I'm going to meet you every single month. You don't have to scratch your head wondering, maybe marketing isn't your full-time gig, but you want to do a good job at it. Come be a part of this community. We'll help, support, encourage. And the beautiful thing is, this is over a 90% discount. 90%. So you're going to continue that savings as long as you stay in the membership. You're going to lock in at $199. And this is a reoccurring membership fee. But the beautiful thing is you can cancel anytime. So if you run 1 month and let's say you're like, oh, I don't like it, you can cancel. But in all honesty, with something like this, you need to use it for a few months. So you start building up anticipation. You start using it in different spots to create something exciting that they want to go to your website and give you their email. But it takes time. But the beautiful thing is you can cancel at any time. And you're also going to get access to some of our VIP trainings, including in the future when we hold other webinars, challenges, or trainings. We often have a VIP time with specials that we give. You're going to have access to that. No additional cost. You get that just for signing up. And if you sign up and you do the Kudos pay in full for 1 year, this is what you're going to get for some bonuses. You'll get 2 months for free. 2 months. So just in this package, it's a $400 value. If we were at a normal Kudos pricing, it would be $2,500. You're going to get that for free. So sign up. Do the pay in full. Take advantage of it if you can. That's going to give you an additional 2 months free. You're going to get the QR code so you can help promote your digital copy. And I'm also going to give you a private consultation so that you can get some other insight that can really help you level up your marketing and do some incredible things. But the best part is if you sign up, you've got 30 days to figure out if you like this, if it's a good fit for you. And if not, if you don't like it, we'll give you a 100% refund. I want people that are vested in creating incredible content that can help communities rise up and become empowered. And you actually have the ability to do that with just a couple of key things that can help people in an incredible way. But it comes down to you making a decision of, yes, I'm ready to do that. So moving forward real quick, if you lock in now, you're going to have your chance to keep this limited time offer. These prices, the beta prices, just so you know, this is not staying this price. This is temporary. This is our intro launch. So if you want in now, now's the time to lock in your price. Secure that $199 a month is going to be the best investment that you will make for your marketing strategy this whole year. And what I want to tell you is keeping that membership, that's the key thing. You keep it, you lock it in for life. We're never going to increase it. And I'm going to give you some other really cool things when you sign up. So every month you would get a new drop of the Kudos magazine, along with all the promotional tools. And we're going to give you free trainings and some bonuses that I'm not even going to talk about now, but trust me, they're juicy and you're going to love it because it's going to reduce your workload. And if you do need help with things like social media or video, just so you know, we do that also. But that's like an addition to cost. If you want to learn more about the power of video, schedule a free consultation with me. We offer so many services that can help you with your video and do it in a really professional way. So today, you really have this chance to create a professional communication that's positive. It's less work for your staff. It's literally plug and play and helps you stay on top of mind with your existing clients or stand out from the competition and outpace them. And truth be told, your clients and prospects, they're going to love this. So today, for people that do a fast action bonus, I just want to say $4,500 value that you're going to get for free if you sign up tomorrow and do pay in full by 5 p.m. You're going to get access to our Beam training portal, which is going to include different trainings for creating videos for marketing, creating great events in person, and so many things that will just make your life easier. And we're also going to do an interview with you on our Kudos stream. We'd love to have you become a part of it. But this is my little thank you that I want to give you. And if you want it, let me know. Just comment send. Since you stayed through this whole entire thing, I'm going to give you a free live video guide plus a social media planner. If you want it, just hit comment, send it, or send me a direct message and I'll send it right over. But quick reminder, you can go over to kudosjourney.com/seniors, and that's going to give you a chance to sign up right now. Take advantage of this offer. Become willing to step into this new space and create a positive impact with your entire community and even parts of your community that you haven't met. So I want to thank all of you for coming out today. Your time is one of your most precious assets, and you just shared about an hour of time with me today. So thank you for that. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a direct message, but go over to kudosjourney.com/seniors. Let's take back all the stress. Let's take back the fear marketing, and let's start embracing positive marketing that can be so powerful and can help so many of your future clients, your staff, and your business in an incredible way. So again, thank you so much for coming out today. I do appreciate you. In the meantime, be good, be happy, and most definitely be blessed, guys. Take care. Bye.